What? What was that? No. No, not again! It's been another year since my first video about the crappy Dragon Ball Z movies. And a year since my last Dragon Ball video. And every time I do a Dragon Ball video, that thing appears. Almost like it gets closer and closer with every Dragon Ball video I make until I have to... No. No, I won't do it! I just won't do anything Dragon Ball related this time. I'll just find something else to review. Yeah, that's it. And I know exactly who can help. Huh. They were all in my house. Lucky me. I call upon you, great dragon Shenron!
Tell me your wish.
What the fuck, Shenron? You broke my roof!
Well, maybe you should have thought of that before you summoned me indoors.
Huh. He's got a point.
Now, what is your wish?
Please, Great Dragon, I need something to review that isn't Dragon Ball. I'll take anything as long as it's not Dragon Ball. Please help me.
Your wish is granted.
Well, okay, let's see what we got. Oh, Super Kid, huh? Well, that sounds pretty. Son of a bitch! I am completely baffled, people. Normally this would be the part of the video where I spend about a minute building up to what we're about to see, but I can find almost no information about this thing. But basically, you remember that whole spiel I did in the Shaolin Soccer Ripoffs video about Chinese bootlegging? Well, turns out that's not the only place in Asia they do this. Korea has quite a habit of it too, making transparent copies of just about anything they can get their hands on. And Super Kid is quite the example of that. It popped up in 1996, apparently took 3 years to make, as the bits of advertising I can find will constantly remind you, and somehow managed to find American dubbing and distribution, which clearly has nothing to do with the surface similarity to a mildly popular franchise at the time, I'm sure. But, well, I did just get this movie from a magical dragon, so I guess we better watch it. After all, it can't be worse than the alternative. Alright, so the movie begins with a reporter named Yoon-ju, or June as I think they keep calling her, I'm not exactly sure. You know what? I'm just gonna call her Bulma. Because that's what she obviously fucking is. Anyway, Bulma is asleep at her desk when the phone rings.
This is Miss June speaking. What's the scoop?
We're less than 2 minutes in and I'm already confused. Bulma is told by her boss to go get the scoop on a group of heroes called the Super Kids fighting a monster in the middle of town. So, like any good reporter in the far-off year of 2023, she watches a video about them on the way while driving in her flying car.
Subject's name, Gokdari, leader of the Super Kids, possesses superhuman strength, believed to be 199 years old.
Oh, that's kind of interesting. Please tell me a little more about that.
Subject's name, Big Boy, 13 years old, weighs approximately 400 pounds.
Well, yes, that's a fun fact, but it kind of pales in comparison to Gokdari.
Subject's name, Samachi, a space traveler from the Veda star in the XX Nebula.
Oh, he's kind of a creepy-looking alien, but I'd date him.
Okay, listen, lady. If your first thought upon seeing that thing is how fuckable it is, you've been spending way too much time on the wrong parts of 4chan. I mean, not that I have any knowledge of such things, of course. Movie. So anyway, those are the super... God damn it!
Saint Tiul, 97 years old, expelled from the Soren Temple in China for drinking too much.
1, 2, 3.
Subject's name, Gokji, secretary to the Super Kids.
Oh, thank God you included the secretary. I was starting to wonder who to send this cease and desist letter to.
Subject's name, Chiolman, expert mechanic. Subject's name, Rockpile, has a body made of stones. Exact age unknown.
I'd count and forgotten how to count.
Subject's name, Chow, human, a skilled samurai warrior.
Jesus Christ, how many of them are there? I feel like I'm watching the poker rap. Chiomi, Gokdari, Rockpile, Big Boy, Gokji, Chow, Friolo, Samachi! So in less than 5 minutes, we've been introduced to a total of 9 characters, 8 of which we get no info on aside from a brief nonsensical clip on someone's computer. I would make a joke about this probably being a Zack Snyder movie, but I keep seeing more than 2 colors on screen, so never mind. Anyway, Bulma arrives at the scene as the Super Kids are fighting an alien squid and Bazooka Joe. Which is his actual name, by the way, I'm not making that one up. During the fight, the squid thing tries to eat Gokdari, who escapes using his lengthening staff. Oh my God, stop! You're gonna tear his jaw off! This is awful!
Give up yet? Okay. He'll just keep growing and growing and growing.
The squid even ends up crying because he's trying to give up but can't.
I was trying to give up. You weren't listening to me. You just kept making the staff grow and grow.
Super Kids! Cold-blooded torture! The others managed to blow Bazooka Joe's suit off as well, just in time for Bulma to appear and record his naked ass for live television. After more than 10 fucking minutes of this nonsense, Gokdai just sucks the villains up in his staff to hand them over to the police. And no, it's never brought up why he didn't just do this from the start like any decent person would if they could. After being paid the bounty that was apparently on the villains' heads, he then releases them in the middle of town square so the public can laugh at Bazooka Joe's dick some more.
Tell me this isn't happening!
Super Kids! Public humiliation! A while after that ordeal, a police chief and his assistant come to the Super Kids headquarters to get their assistance in going to a nearby planet and apprehending 2 intergalactic villains called Judoki and Mayo, who are so infamous that the Super Kids instantly panic.
And to my great-granddaughter I bequeath my favorite shoe.
What, to the head?
To Jenny I bequeath a boot to the head.
Gokdai, however, agrees to take the job, and the Super Kids soon take off in their spaceship. Oh, come on, that's Mazinger Z! You literally just spray painted him silver! What the fuck? Bulma, of course, sneaks on board because she wants to get the scoop on them fighting Judoki, and because her boss is apparently fine with her fucking disappearing for weeks. And when they arrive after 10 days of travel, they come across a harmless, peaceful race of aliens that... Gokdari, please let me finish your sentence before you start torturing people! Anyway, these aliens apparently deliver regular sacrifices to Judoki to keep him from murdering them all. So the Super Kids follow and lie in wait so they can attack him when he appears.
Let the games begin.
Alright, time to see what kind of fighting style each team member brings to the table. Turns out big boys stand there and take the hit like a bitch technique isn't very effective.
I'm bleeding, making me the victor.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. He also has a growing staff. Which Gokdari already has. Can someone explain to me what exactly Big Boy brings to the team? Oh, and I might as well address this now, but Gokdari is obviously just a goddamn troll doll. And I don't mean the cute, colorful little DreamWorks ones that sing Simon and Garfunkel. I mean these fucking nightmares. Yeah, not exactly a proud moment in Danish culture, I'll admit. Anyway, this fight goes on for like a fucking year until Judoki kidnaps Bulma and runs off. Before they can all go after her though, Mayonnaise appears and tells them all to go back to fight another threat. Alright people, now that we've endured 50 minutes of complete fucking nonsense, get ready for a plot bomb. You see, as it turns out, one of the police officers from the beginning is actually another villain named Kourou who wants the Super Kids and Judoki and Mayo to fight each other so that he can take over Earth, Planet Delta, without interruption. When wisely asked why Mayo is telling them all this, he says he wants to redeem himself because Gokdari looks like his son, whose death led him to become a villain in the first place. His grown-ass adult Irish son with dwarfism, I suppose. So the team splits up, with Gokdari going back to Earth with Rockpile to stop Kourou, while the rest are tasked with rescuing Bulma. He and Rockpile arrive just in time to prevent Kourou from murdering the police chief, at which point he turns into a red xenomorph, even though several shots clearly showed him to be some kind of robot, and oh my god, I don't even fucking know anymore. And speaking of not knowing things, where are Saint Triolo and Chao? They didn't go to space! And also, why aren't they in space? Okay, Saint Triolo, or whatever the hell his name is, made up an excuse, so he was just being a coward, but what about Chao? Yeah, Chao! Remember him? The guy who was in like 3 shots? Are you telling me these supposed superheroes went off to fight aliens, but somehow accidentally left their samurai at home? Or what, did he just decide to stay home and plow the secretary? Nope, gross, nope, I did not notice that when I wrote this joke, I am so sorry, nope, gross, nope! No, wait, I got it, guys. Obviously, Chao just doesn't feel it's worth it to go to space and fight a giant alien elephant for a meager monthly salary of $67. Anyway, Gokdari and Rockpile fight Kourou for a while, and he turns out to not be quite as threatening or dangerous as Miracle Whip over here made him sound.
You must really have rocks in your head to think you can headbutt me.
Oh, okay. You've really screwed up if one of the supposed main characters decides to waste his one line in the whole movie on telling you what a fucking idiot you are. And much like last time, Gokdari decides to win the fight by just being an asshole when he discovers the villain's crippling phobia.
Well, what do you know? Kourou is afraid of these little guys. This is gonna be fun!
Please stop torturing me!
Oh my god, you fucking psycho! What is wrong with you? Super Kids, psychological torture! Okay, I know this guy was supposedly gonna take over the world or something, but we're still watching Gokdari gleefully declaring that he's gonna torture him, even though he's clearly won the fight. And lo and behold, he sucks him up in his staff to end the fight. Which can either mean that there are completely unexplained restrictions to this power, or that Gokdari knowingly waits because he thinks torturing villains is fun. Anyway, with all that done, Gokdari and Rockpile head back to the other planets where Big Boy and Samachi are trying to track down Bulma. Or at least I think that's what they're doing, cause I can't hear a fucking word Samachi is saying. They try to save Bulma from Judoki, but end up waking the monster up and now have to fight for their lives until their backup arrives.
Come on, Judoki, let's see how tough you really are!
Oh, what a man!
He's 13, you whore! You're at least twice his age!
Nice.
Big Boy and Samachi get knocked around by Judoki for a while until Gokdari and Rockpile show up to assist them. Which, by the way, I don't really know how they do, because it clearly stated that the trip took 10 days, but honestly, who really cares at this point? Judoki then transforms into his true form, because of course he has one of those, and traps the gang in his tentacles. It should be noted that this is a totally new technique that has not been used even once by any other villain so far whatsoever. Judoki then tries to blast Gokdari with an energy ball, only for Trader Joe's to step in and rescue him.
Why are you interfering? Someone has to stop you, and I won't allow you to destroy innocent lives anymore.
Because Hellman is the only character who actually does things for a reason in this movie, he then attempts to redeem himself by dragging Judoki into space and removing the energy bead that gives him his powers, sacrificing himself in the process. Naturally, the Super Kids take the chance to absolutely wail on Judoki, who can for some reason still use energy attacks despite us literally just watching his power source being yanked out of his mouth a second ago. Judoki responds by turning back into his giant elephant form and... Okay, Okay, seriously, what the hell?
Hey, Judogi, why don't you pick on somebody your own size?
What, did Giant Man walk by and fart out some pim particles or something? Since when can Gokdari do that? Gokdari shrinks back to normal size because reasons and tries to suck Judoki into his staff. But sadly for him, Judoki is the only villain smart enough to knock it out of his hands.
I got it!
Thanks!
Well, that was pointless.
So Gokdari finally sucks up Judoki in his staff and wins the battle. The gang returns home where Gokdari instantly cheats everyone out of their hard-earned $67 that they need for food, rent, and taxes, and donates every penny to an orphanage. Because as we all know, that totally means he's a good guy, and completely excuses him being a sadist that drags out city-destroying fights for fun. The end. So, yeah. That was Super Kid. I have so many fucking questions! Who are all these characters? What are their backgrounds? Why are they a team? Why do they have an 11-year-old secretary? What the hell does handing over superpowered villains to the police do to stop crime? Where did Gokdari get his staff? Where did Big Boy get his staff? Why are the super kids letting Gokdari lead them when he's obviously a fucking psycho? Why is Bulma turned on by aliens and children? Why is the movie called Super Kid when the group of heroes is called Super Kids? Why are there several adults and only 2 actual children on a team called Super Kids? Why all the things? I'm just at a loss, man. Now, to be fair, it's only partly a Dragon Ball ripoff, what with Gokdari's design and the art style and the basic setup of the fight scenes, but it's also a ripoff of everything else ever at the same time. And even if it wasn't, it's just a complete mess that barely manages to be coherent at all. If I'm being generous, I'd say the movie feels like watching a kid play with all his action figures and make up a ridiculous narrative around it. If I'm not being generous, I'd say it feels like watching season 3 of an awful anime after some asshole studio dubbed it and edited the whole thing into a movie. Just only watch this if this kind of absurdity makes you laugh. As for me, I need a fucking drink after all that. Hey guys, and thanks for 3 years of fun so far. Hope you stick around for many more. If you're new to this channel and would like to see more, there's plenty more videos where it came from. Just click these buttons and check a few out, and remember to give me a like and a comment, follow me on social media, and subscribe to my channel to have more videos brought right to you. See you next time, folks!